Hello, hello. Good evening, guys. Afternoon, whatever you want to call it. Um, I'm still sharing this out, so give me just a second. And I'm gonna see how long it's gonna take, or if it does decide it's gonna reset. This hope everybody's doing well. I've been taking some time to think about things and dealing with just dealing with freaking just a lot of things on my mind. And I figured I would talk to you guys. I know some of you, well, a lot of you have me on Twitter, and I did post some things on Twitter I do want to talk about here at a little bit later time. I did promise you guys as soon as I could, I was going to go live and do a stream today. So definitely a so I am just a little bit nervous, guys. So just forgive me. Um, I'm just gonna wait a few minutes, see if anybody decides they're gonna be able to get up in here. And I know that there's probably a lot of people actually streaming right now, so um, this may be something where people are gonna end up playing back the replay. And that's okay with me. So I doubt anybody would want to come up on panel with me, so um, I haven't sent out any links to come up on panel. And like I said, this is my decision in the things that I've said on Twitter. And like I said, I'm going to reiterate and explain, not necessarily explain because I really don't have to explain it, but let you guys in on some things as y'all are important to me. Y'all are important. All my subscribers and supporters are important to me. And I'm going to keep y'all on the same page as possible. It's not what I said wasn't just for one platform, it was for all my platforms. Um, but letting you guys know, I've been doing pretty good. I have downloaded several different games. Um, And I have been doing my recording like I normally do and trying to upload them to YouTube. So I've been working on it, definitely working on it, and trying to get some, not only a certain kind of content as far as my games, I'm just doing different kinds of games and just seeing what's out there. And most of them, I'm doing the free con. I'm not doing a lot of the paid con. I am having issues with Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts 2. It has a glitch in it where the main character, his name is Raven. You interrogate the enemy and he gets stuck in one position, although the rest of the um, stuff on the game is working. So I've had to unfortunately uninstall it and then and I'm reinstalling it now. It never done that before until within the last couple of days. And I'm kind of sad about that because I really want to play that game and I really want you guys to be part of that journey with me in my playthroughs, being able to see what kind of accomplishments I have. And yeah, it's just kind of aggravating, but that's part of sometimes when you're playing games, when they have automatic updates, sometimes the updates don't work with you. Hello, Ken. It's good to see you. Hello, Florina. But yeah, I've been doing okay. I've done a lot of thinking. Oh man, definitely prayers to Susan. And hopefully she can eventually be able to rest and not be in a lot of pain. That really sucks. I do um want to say I'm sorry. I hope she starts feeling better. Um as much as I do try my best to support everybody, I have a hard time keeping up. I cannot watch more than one person doing a stream at a time. Although sometimes I switch back and forth. I interact in people's chats when I support, and I do what I can to interact as much as I can. I do. Um, I just kind of came to a kind of to my own conclusion. You know, I just kind of sat down. I've been through a lot of stress, a lot of things going on with me, and people, of course, we all know everybody gossips here and there and decides they're going to say some things, whether it's hurtful or not, or whether they meant to or not. And there was a lot of stuff that happened in the last couple of months. It the things that I've been through, like I wouldn't wish on anybody, to be honest. And some of the things that I said on Twitter ring true also for YouTube. And I'm also going to say this on my other platforms in case people don't get to watch my YouTube. As you guys know, the ones that know me, I initially started not only my YouTube, but social media as a whole to connect with other people. to socialize because of my real life situation. I don't get to, hello, Story of Dory. It's good to see you. Um, I don't get to socialize very much in real life. Like, my parents are the only ones I really interact with. Sometimes my old high school friends will come around and talk, but I don't get to talk to them face to face. Now with the pandemic, it's even more of, you have to be kind of distant because of it. So social media, um, so social media has been kind of a saving grace for me to be able to interact with people and basically make friends. Um, that's what I initially started on Twitter, and it went into more like, I'm trying to be encouraging. I'm trying to open up a window of what I'm going through, and in hopes that it helps somebody else. And it has, because people have come to me and said some things that they're appreciative of. Um, I started my YouTube channel to help me, I guess, in a way, also find my voice, where I don't get to voice my opinion that much. I'm usually quiet. Even in real life, I'm really quiet. Like, even if we're trying to have a conversation, sometimes I drop the ball and I just keep my mouth shut. I've always been that way. And part of it was how I was raised. Even though I have my opinion, sometimes I can be loud. I've always been basically one of the ones that are silenced. So it's helped me to have social media. Um, Sometimes I will get my ass in trouble. I know that's never been not a thing for me. That I've always gotten my ass in trouble with somebody, whether it be a friend or somebody who has a argument or a disagreement with me. And um in thinking that, I have strayed away from a lot of the stuff that I've wanted to do. Um, I want to be able to refocus back on a lot of things that I've done on YouTube, which I've done a lot. I've done a lot of different streams, different kinds of streams, videos. Now I've gotten to where I'm doing gaming. Not the, I'm still not the best gamer, but I still game, and I enjoy it. And it's kind of, um here lately, people have come to me saying I need to take a break. Well, in thinking about it spiritually, I've let myself on the back burner because I'm so focused on supporting everybody else. And it just got to the point where I decided I would say some things on Twitter, and I am going to read it out to you what I've said on Twitter, which also will ring true for some of the things that have happened, um, that you guys that have been following me on several platforms know about. I I said, and this happened about 3 days ago. I have said, I've never claimed to be perfect, nor have I been about numbers. I'm always trying my best to help others or make others happy. And a lot of times I end up neglecting my own wants and needs. This being said, I know what other people's perspectives are. I'm not talking just about the positive, I'm also talking about the negative. Now, with the numbers deal, numbers have never been my thing, but when I notice growth and I'm getting to know other people. I'm not bragging about the numbers. I'm surprised and excited that I'm meeting new people. And really, I could care less. I could not give a damn if others decide to leave, unfollow, ghost me. Because actually, that's what's been happening all along. There has been a lot of ghosting, people that have told me that they were friends. And, well, not starting drama, this is how I feel. I also said I'm grateful for those that follow me, and I have learned a lot from others and do love supporting other creators and streamers. That will never change. I cannot thank anyone enough that cares to look at what I've said or the videos and streams that I do. But I've also learned a lot of lessons as well. I've always been a spiritual person. I say spiritual rather than religious because religious puts me in a box with a lot of different kinds of rules. I don't see that when I'm on my journey with God. Yes, we make mistakes. My journey with God is going to be different than somebody else's journey with God. We should not be confined to a box, and that's how I feel. That doesn't mean what you believe is less than what I believe, and vice versa. But it's my spirituality has seemed to have taken a back seat because I've always put others first and try like help others by sharing and also sounding the alarm when something's going wrong for other people. I do my best to try to get the word out, so maybe in hopes that it does help other people. Hello, David. It's good to see you. I will never stop helping. I will never stop supporting other people. I also stream and create content, and lately I'm starting to feel like maybe I need to go in another direction with within the limits of what I have here. You guys that have been following me know I have issues with the computer, and it's not necessarily the computer, it's the internet. That there's just a lot of times I'll schedule something and it just goes kaput. It doesn't want to stay on, it doesn't want to keep the stream going. And, you know, I may have to hold on to it for another day. With all this being said, I may not end up being around as much so I can work on myself and my journey. This doesn't just mean this doesn't mean I'm not going to support people or help anybody out. This means that I'm going to sit here when I'm feeling okay, when I'm in a good mood. I will go to people's streams, but I'm gonna make sure I'm not making it such a priority anymore. That way I could take care of things that I've been neglecting for a little while and also working on myself and my channels. Because I know I put a lot of times everything else on the back burner. And I don't mean to. I really don't mean to. And social media has been really helpful, especially I've seen it with other people. Social media has been really helpful for others that want to be able to have a connection with other people, getting to talk, getting to hang out. And if it wasn't for social media, I would not have made friends and best friends with a lot of people. And I'm forever grateful for this. And no one can take that away from me. Now, here's a couple that people are um, going to have trouble with, because I know there are some people that may or may not like what I have to say. And if you do, that's cool. If you don't, that's cool too. But for those who have ghosted me without a reason, and I emphasize without a reason because a lot of times people are either really busy or they just decide that I'm not worth it, or guilt by association. I want to say I wish the best for you on your journeys, because you have taught me to be watchful of the signs to help myself in the long run. And I forgive you. People that, what I mean by ghosting is people are saying that, hey, I support you. I continuously support you. I'm in the background, and they're not there. Hello, Pam. It's good to see you. And when they say that, and I look back at my analytics, it makes me wonder if those specific people, and I'm not saying names, okay? Those people that have come to me and says, I lurk, not just alert your streams, I'm there. And then I'm like, great, what was the stream about? They can't give me an answer. And they don't even come in to say hello. They don't make comments. They don't say anything after they watch the stream. And they're supposed to be really close friends with me. Now I get it. People lurk, and I'm very grateful for the lurkers, because if it wasn't for you guys, those lurkers being around, it gives, even though you may not say anything in the chat, I don't know who you are, but the people that are what I'm talking about is ghosting, is people that say they're friends of mine, saying that they're continuously watching my stuff, and I ask why don't they say anything. They claim it's because I'm associated with other people. Then they turn around and they're on other people's streams talking it up and having a whole conversation. That hurts. After months of telling me that you're watching my stuff and the analytics do not show any extra people actually watching my stuff, but yet you're over in all these other people. It's almost like the people that have ghosted me is ashamed of me, ashamed to even come into my streams, ashamed to, when I do invite, sometimes they don't get to come up on panel. That's how I feel. But I forgive you guys for that. The ones that have ghosted me, claiming to be my friend, and when I reach out, there's either nothing or I get jumped on for something. When I bring up anything, that's the kind of people that I'm saying is ghosting me. I forgive you, and I do wish you luck on your journeys ahead. And finally, with all of what I just said, I said on Twitter that would be my last post for a while. Love me or hate me, I will still be around, just not as much. And for those who felt I wronged them, I am sorry you feel that way. Please forgive me and my ignorance. That's exactly what I said on Twitter. That's what I'm saying here on YouTube. And it's hurtful to be ghosted. It's hurtful to see things unfold the way they have. And I will stand up and say, just because I associate with somebody or somebody you don't agree with, that doesn't mean that you cannot still be friends with me. That still doesn't mean that you couldn't come in and say hello to me. That doesn't mean you couldn't come and say, hey, just watched your stream. You done a great job, whatever. Because I've always been the type, if I see your stream and I happen to see the replay of it, sometimes I'll go to those people that I've seen those streams and say, hey, you done a good job. I enjoyed this, and this. Or I may say, just in general, a good job for your stream. I may comment. I'm always go, at least if I can't watch the stream, I still go into people's streams to say hello and share them out if I can. And see, a lot of times I'm that way. I've got several friends that it's the same way. There's things with my friends people have issues with, but then they drop me like a hot potato and make me feel like I'm just as guilty about something as somebody else when I've never been involved in stuff. And it and it aggravates me. I do what I can to support everybody. If I see people and I ain't got time to go to their stream at that moment, if I have the time to watch the replay and everything, I still go in there 5 seconds, hello, and then leave. Hello, drama rehab rewind. It is good to see you. And I know I've got haters all over the place. I know it. I don't care. I can care less anymore because you know what? Those haters don't matter anymore. Those haters don't matter to me because they don't put food on my table. They don't pay my bills. I'm not in a relationship with them. The people that I care about because there is a good reason behind it. I do not, I do my best to see the person for who they are and not who they're associated with necessarily. If I see, like, if I'm just using Story of Dory as an example, if Story of Dory done something wrong, in my eyes, I feel like I'm strongly against, and it may not be against me, it may be against a friend of mine. I might go up to them and say, hey, what's your deal? And say, what's your problem? If I get jumped on, I'm like, bye, see ya. Even though we were supposed to be friends at one time. Because Story of Dory done that. Now, if it was one of his friends that I was friends with, I would still talk to that person. No offense to you, Story of Dory. But I'm just saying, I'm tired of the guilt by association. I've not changed the way I do things. I've not changed who I am. I don't change for anybody. Okay? So the ones that did do the ghosting, the ones that did do a lot of things that I've had to swallow and deal with on my own, they're missing out on something good. And hello, Colleen, it's good to see you. And hell yeah, I must be doing something right if I got haters. Even though I'm associated with a lot of different people. But it don't matter to me what anybody thinks. And I'm bringing it up. Exactly. And it shouldn't be if one person brings up a point, everybody gang together to do attacks. I've seen that happen. I don't like that. That's why if I disagree with it, I'm done with it. I'm tired of the drama. I'm tired of the bullshit. And there's been a lot of people that I have either blocked or made myself distant from because there was that group mentality of attacking other people. And I totally disagree with that. Hello, Yankee Kyle. It's good to see you. And quite frankly, I've had enough. I've seen a lot, and I want to get back to where I was. I want to refocus my channels on, and when I say channels, I mean like my D-Law channel, my Trovo channel here on YouTube, on Twitch, all my streaming. I want to be able to refocus on what initially I started out to do. I love doing the shout out videos. I love being able to explain the channels that I feel like are really cool that have not really been getting a whole lot of traffic, I guess you could say. Um, maybe they're stuck on something. Maybe they're having problems getting the word out. Those sort of people I love to help out because they're new. They're doing their thing regardless. And because social media has, even though it may seem like a false sense of a voice, I still have some kind of voice. And I'm not saying to brag, but all the numbers that I've gotten, I'm really humbled and I thank everybody for the following me on Twitter, here on YouTube, subscribe to me. All this stuff. I'm very thankful for that. But I'm not one, like I have thought about it. Maybe try to get the goal of monetization at some point. But because to me that is too much of a far reach right now, and there has been a lot of changes in the last couple of years as to how to get monetized on certain platforms and how to do this, that, and the other. I'm not worried about it. This is my hobby. There's a difference between hobby and a job, and really, I don't have enough numbers to consider this a job, and I would never do that because I care about the people, because people are not numbers to me. If I offend anybody, I'm sorry, but I'm getting to the point where I don't care about offending people anymore. Why? Because a lot of times things happen, and when I'm trying to speak my opinion, sometimes it's, yes, it comes out wrong, and yes, I make mistakes, but it's my mistakes to learn. As long as I'm alive, I can learn to change. There's no reason why people should be getting hated on the way they have. And even me, I've gotten haters. I've gotten stuff that people would not believe what I've dealt with and had to ignore and just keep on rolling with it and ignore it. It is really hard for me to ignore stuff. Sometimes, and the thing is, if I go silent, it means that I'm learning not to care anymore. So if you see me raising hell about something, it's probably because I care. And a lot of you have seen me raise some kind of hell at some point. And I've never ever said I'm perfect. Ever said I was perfect. I don't try to get up on no damn high horse. But if you do something wrong to me, I am going to call it out to you personally. I'm like, hey, what the hell's going on here? I thought this, that, and the other. Now, if people take it the wrong way, people always took me the wrong way when I say things. Always. It doesn't matter. I'm used to it. It's just like when I've done the stream, The More You Know, when I talked about the way my eyes are. Having strabismus is really hard on people because their socialization becomes very slim because there's so many people that find it easy to make fun of something that somebody can't help. And that is a really shallow thing to do, but it happens, and it's really something that people with strabismus have to deal with, and a lot of times it does hurt. Even though I know, and I will say this, I have been really sheltered a lot of the time. But I do my best to do the right thing for a lot of people. But sometimes it may end up being, if even if I don't do something, it ends up being I'm such a horrible person because I didn't do anything. That's wrong too. My choice to not do anything means that I respect both sides of the parties. That I'm not going to get in a fight that doesn't have anything to do with me. That I didn't see a problem in what was going on. That I wasn't going to get in the middle of it to save my own self some peace. And this was not meant to be a rant. This was meant to be, there's going to be some changes. Whether or not people are going to like these changes. And I hope a lot of you guys understand and like the changes that I do have. I'm just buckling down more, and I'm letting go of the hate, and I'm bringing in for myself more peace. Because as much as I love social media, it's gotten to where, and a lot of it I don't just chalk up to the pandemic. It's people making choices, whether it's the right thing or wrong thing. If I get offended by it, and you notice that I've distanced myself, it's probably because you've done something that maybe I've been offended by. No, kid. And see, that's the thing. Okay, yesterday, if you guys have not seen it yet, there is a YouTube short on my channel. I laugh at myself when it comes to my eyes. It has nothing to do with what I'm saying. I mean, I'm talking about people that I've once tried to get to know and then they've ghosted me. There's people that have ghosted me because I'm associated with people. Just because I associate with other people doesn't mean that I'm not the same person as I was before you decided, hey, I'm no longer going to be around this person. You know, I laugh at myself a lot. Well, somebody dared me to do that audio. Okay, Ken. I took that sound and I had originally had it on TikTok. Okay. I still have it on TikTok. Um, Twitter, on the other hand, it didn't do the surround sound top thing as what it done on this platform and TikTok. And when it's an actual surround sound, what I mean by it is the music goes into one side and then it moves to the other side. And if you got the headphones that does the surround sound, it goes all over the place. That kind of music bothers the shit out of me. I'm sorry. But for some reason, every time I listen to that kind of music, my eyes drift to focus on that side. And I appreciate that, Dory. I laugh at myself. That's why I put it as it's funny. I love to laugh and I will make fun of myself. I have my fat white ass. If I had enough space to do one of those dances on TikTok, you guys on YouTube would also be able to see it because I will upload it here as well. But some of those TikTok moves, oh my God, my fat ass would be on the floor before the end of the challenge. Much love to you, Missy. I'm so glad that you were here. Thank you for being here. And that's another thing David brought up. Being a mod on some streams, you tend to get caught up in the middle of the disputes. I've had that happen. I don't like it. And I've learned some lessons from a lot of what I've dealt with, and I'm learning to not care about those that are like trying, not that they, some of them, and I know people are everybody's different. Some people will unknowingly drag you into stuff instead of it staying between them. um and I'm at that point where I've just had enough. A lot of the drama stuff that I've dealt with, people that I've seen the stuff happen, I've already blocked them off of as much as I could. I've already blocked it. But I will not ever stop doing what I love to do. And if I will bend over backwards to try to keep streaming, to try to keep doing videos for you guys. And the thing is, I'm learning to be more comfortable with myself, and I had gotten to the point where I was so stressed out because I didn't know what to do. I got tired of walking on eggshells. I got tired of feeling, and I know a lot of people know what I'm talking about, and you guys have probably been through it too. I got tired of walking on eggshells. Porter Grip, hello, it is good to see you. Yes, I'm still here, and I will not, unless something happens, it will not, you know. Exactly, Dory. Um, Now it's a totally other thing, and I will explain myself on this one. If I'd been in a mod in people's streams, and whatever, it don't matter what the reasoning is. If I hadn't been there a while, I do, if it's just because of that, sorry, but I've been doing a lot where I can, when I can. But if I'm a mod in your streams and I notice that I'm no longer a mod, um, And I was not, somebody, me personally, I go to the people that I've demodded. Not all of them, but some of them, if they don't understand what happened, um I tend to go to some of those that I've demodded and explain stuff. If they done something that I feel is disrespectful to somebody in the chat, or to um or to me personally, I will explain it. And if I get no reason as to why I was demodded for whatever reason, if it was because of the guilt by association, then I'm never coming back into that channel. I will not go back into that channel. And it's nothing against that person, but the choice to demod me, because I do take modding seriously, probably more seriously than I probably should have. But that also, for me to be a mod, I do a lot more than just one thing. I do as much as I can as a mod. I do push. It's based on everything that I hear um with the streamer. If they're wanting something, I'm bending over backwards to go get it for them. Like if they want a link for such and such channel, I'm right there trying to look it up and get to it. You know. But yes, David, I'm the same way, and I'm tired of walking on eggshells. And that's why I put on this stream it. Love me or hate me, I'm still gonna be here. I'm still here. People can get mad at me. My friends are probably like, what the fuck are you doing right now? Don't judge me, Dad. But for me, I'm just at that point where I'm done with the stress. The stress, I'm not going to allow it to change me, because I know who I am. I know what I'm about and where my focus has been on in the past. And I want to get back to that. I want to be able to continuously support people. And no, I don't support people that are fake. I'm not gonna, I'm not. That means every single person that's in here in this chat right now, when this was said to me, is considered fake. Just like I'm supposedly fake. No. Yeah, in the past, people ask me, have you talked shit about people? Some people I have, because they've done shit to me wrong. I have in the past, yes, I did. But now I'm learning to keep my damn mouth shut. I'm keeping myself occupied by playing games. I'm trying to be constructive with other things by making videos and uploading them. I'm sharing out other people's streams. Yes, sometimes I get in a little tangent here and there. But do I ever call anybody's name out? I wonder when the last time anybody heard me call anybody's name out. It's been a while. And see, as a mod, I know it gets hard because you hear the situations and I bet you're like me. If when I'm a mod, I see it coming. I see that those trains colliding, and you're like that. Oh shit! Moment. That oh shit moment is when I'm like torn. And really it's me venting because like I've said before, like no offense to my parents or anything, but they won't understand stuff. My friends understand. And a lot of times I can't even vent to them because I'm sitting there trying to do something else, like refocus my mind to get over the shit that's been happening. But would I ever intentionally hurt somebody and do a flat out bashing string or call somebody out and degrade them? I would never intentionally do that. And like I said, it's not ever intentional. Now, if I do a rant stream, it's because I feel like my back's right up in the corner. I'm going to say some things. Some things I may end up regretting later. But like I said, we all make mistakes. I've never been one to say I'm perfect. And I'm not saying that I'm goody two shoes or anything. But I'm not going to sit here and just keep letting things happen to me when I keep seeing it happen. I'm going to say something eventually. If it's a repeated thing, you know? But there is going to be some changes. Like I said, I am going to be refocusing my channel. I'm still going to be doing just chatting. I'm going to be doing magic ofs. I did miss the last one I wanted to do. Was at the beginning of this week. And I'm just, you know, I'm at that point where if I feel like my back's up in the corner, I might go ahead and say something. But that would have to be I keep getting attacked over and over and over and over again, you know. Not some of this little bit here and there. But like I said, I've been through a lot. And I've dealt with a hell of a lot more. I've tried to be as patient as I could. I have said things to people privately. I've tried to make amends. I've done everything I could. And sometimes that's not even enough. But I know a lot of people don't care. I mean, they want to hear the drama, yes, of course, but they don't care enough to want to keep going to that kind of streaming. And I, for one, I don't want to be that way. And I feel like I've gotten drawn into that a little bit, got sucked into it just a little bit, and it's really, I would say, it's not really my fault, but it's just the guilty by association. And that's not cool at all. I will say Colleen um had a video that she had recorded, and it was pretty interesting, the information that she had brought up. And it's something that, like, I think some people do need to go check it out. I'm not sure what it was, but Colleen, let me see if I could do this. It's gonna let me. Okay. If Colleen could, I think she knows what I'm talking about. You done more of an informational video, and it was talking about different things that was going on with you personally, but it also does pertain to some other people, and it did help me understand it better. Exactly, story of Dory. It's changed how everybody interacts with each other. If if there was some kind of normalcy, something other than we have to be stuck, we can't go out but to do certain things, or we're just really scared of getting this virus that they say could potentially, really do a lot of damage or kill you. That's a scary thought in itself. But if Colleen could put the link out there in the chat for that video that she had done, I would greatly appreciate it. And it did give me some insight. It wasn't just, even though she was talking about herself and she was apologizing for her actions. And I will say, I apologize for my actions. If you felt like I've wronged you in any way, and if I have, to anybody in the chat, I want you guys to say it out now so we can either duke it out or talk about it and try to get over it. And story of Dory, I tend to agree. I think a lot of us are very frustrated, getting depressed. There's a lot of people that miss the jobs that they did that they enjoyed. Yeah. Yeah, that's the video I was talking about. That is the video I am talking about. Go give it and go check it out. And Chief, it is good to see you. But like Ghost Talk has always said, big shout out to him and prayers for him, because he hasn't been feeling too good the last couple of days, and I don't know, I'm just getting kind of worried about him. So guys, just pray for him to where he gets to feeling better. Just like Ghost Dog has told me, or told everybody, because he said it on live streams, I'm saying my truth, and this is my truth, and hopefully this inspires others to either tell their truths or to sit down and think of doing, either if you get tired of things always happening the way they have been, especially recently, I'm hoping that this gives you an encouragement to sit down and think about, maybe you might want to change something up. Hopefully this gives you the courage enough to make that change for yourself. And like I said, if I've done anything to anybody that's in this chat, even in the comment section, if I've done anything to you personally, I want you to say it in the comments or in this chat right now. I don't care. We've got a lot of mods, and mods, I'm directing you guys, do not delete them. Let them speak their mind. It is great to see you, Chief. But yeah, getting off my little soapbox now. That's what I've been dealing with the last 3 or 4 days. I've wanted to do this stream, but I didn't have the courage to do it or the opportunity, and I felt like this needed to happen. And I am going to be doing this on my other platforms in case people have not seen those on those other or those on this platform. Getting the word out. There is going to be changes made. I'm not going to be quite as serious. I'm going to be laughing at myself. Hell. It is great to see you, Joshua. And I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that, Joshua. Everybody's getting sick in the house. Oh, I'm so sorry, Joshua. Prayers to you. And really, it wasn't just making fun of myself, it's making people aware. And also, when I done that stream that's called The More You Know, if you hadn't checked that video out, that stream out, please do so, because it explains a lot about my eye condition, which I cannot help. I've had a couple surgeries as a kid to try to correct the problem, and it didn't quite help. So definitely check it out. It explains what it is as far as what the doctors know. And I also explain what it was like growing up with it and what it's like now. And then look at my YouTube short video. And it was really meant to be funny. Some people probably are like, what the hell is this? That's also showing you guys what it's like to have strabismus. Everybody's getting sick. Ugh, that's not good. I hope you guys got plenty of vitamin C and um stuff to help with pains and stuff. So definitely praying for a ghost dog and everybody in that house in Colleen's place. Definitely hate hearing that everybody's getting sick. It was rough to have this condition, but once people started looking past that, or the kids started looking past that, even though I was still kind of I was outgoing, but then I was also shy. So I was really one of those that you didn't know how to take me. It is because I had to guard myself a lot. I have no idea what you're talking about, thank God. It was really rough. And I will say, and I'm not saying this to offend nobody, but I've always been treated, even with some teachers, that I was slow. Like I was not mentally normal. Like I had more than just my eyes have problems. I was always treated like I was stupid. And because I'm stubborn enough, I always done my best to prove people wrong just by striving to do better each and every time. Oh wow, Joshua. But yeah, I do kind of make fun of my eyes. I don't now I will say this, the surround sound music, your you it seems like your mind starts focusing where the music is at. And my mind would do the same thing. But for mine, you can see what the music was doing with my eyes. And really, I didn't mean for that to happen. It just happened that way. And it does it almost every single time. That's why I cannot hear or don't want to hear a lot of the surround sound type music because my eyes will switch to whatever side that it's doing its thing on. So you didn't like the cereal spider. I didn't either. That scared me. It freaked me out. Hold on a second. Damn phone. Yeah, sorry about that. I just happened to notice that it was calling out a number, and it wasn't real. I think it was a spam call or a scammer or something calling the house. So I was trying to mute before it called out the number, so it wouldn't do anything. Um, your eyes can't unsee. But yeah, when it comes to numbers, and I wasn't even paying attention uh really closely when I was doing my TikTok. I done it the other day. If you guys hadn't checked out my TikTok, I have a TikTok. I have it going on. Um and it's very that TikTok for some reason it blew up within not even 24. It was about 8 hours. It hit 1K. I was like, when it come to viewers, I was like, what? Seriously? And that's because I'm surprised. Like a lot of times, I always have it in my mindset. It's not going to be seen. Nobody's going to see it. Everybody's going to not want to see it. Blah 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 blah. Well, that's where I get surprised, and I'm like, dude, what is this? And I'll go to my friends and I'll say, hey, this is what it looks like. And I don't mean to seem like I'm bragging, but it's really just I'm surprised and I'm excited. I'm not used to that. I'm not used to people actually interested in some of the things that I do, some of the weird shit that I do, some of the funniest shit. But that spider scared the shit out of me when I seen it. Somebody told me to blind react to it. I can't remember who it was. And not only that, they had me special. They wanted me to do it a special way and have my mic on at the time that I watched it. I think that's what turned out to be the funniest. Yeah, that's not cool, Joshua. And I agree with Story of Dory. Do what you can to try to. Everybody in that house needs to try to do what they can to help each other. Um, like recatch it from each other because it with that many people in the house, and everybody's getting sick almost at one time. It's gonna take everybody different times to get over it. Some people might be longer, and if you're not careful, other people can't. People in the house that already had it could get it again. So definitely be careful with that. And I'm telling you what, there was a game that I just tried to download and play, but the graphics on it suck. Like it doesn't jive with the graphics that I have. I think I've tried it once before and it done the same thing. It done the same thing no matter what setting I put it on. So I had to take it off, and I took it off my list completely because even though it's not a big game, it's just the graphics wouldn't work. It said recommended it was a i7 and something, so many units, and it was just a little bit higher than the units that I have on my computer, and you can't see nothing on there. Like literally, it's a screen as you start walking towards whatever object in front of you is, it changes color. The whole screen changes color except for that one, whatever the object is supposed to be. And so I start walking around and I'm like blind because I can't see anything else but that one spot. It's just really strange. And I'm like, nope, not even trying. I deleted it. Um, there are some games that I have already done a video on, and I'm working towards putting together a video for YouTube. And also, all you Sims fans out there, everybody that's been wondering what's going to happen to Peyton next, um, I've got a video that I've worked on, and I'm still in the process of uploading that one. So you guys get to see another part to the Sims game. Sorry. The saga continues with Sims. There is some games, and I will say I played um, a game called Bigfoot with Ghost Dog. Chief got a chance to see it up front, basically up front and personal. He got to see it and got to ask questions, got to get to know the ropes a little bit. Hopefully, he can get the game and we can all play together. And I'll record that if they allow me to. I will record it, and so I can make a video with you guys as well. And I invite anybody that I play games with or have in the past that has games. You guys are more than welcome to play with me. Just let me know when you're able to play, and I will ask you beforehand, can I record this? If you guys are okay with it, I'll record it and I'll make videos of it. Now, the Spectrum Retreat, I uploaded the last part of floor 3. It was really, really sad. That's something that kind of hit me a little bit harder than I expected, because it was a very you know it was a very sad moment. It was a memory that this character, I think his name's Alex, um had to remember in order to progress in the game. And yeah, you're right, Florina. She could have apologized. Joshua. I used to be a caregiver. Used to be. I had a lot of patience. I worked with different people. Um, by the end of it, my patience had done went out the window. I didn't put up with a whole lot there at the end of me working as a caregiver. Love the Phasmophobia gameplays. Well, I love playing with other people, but sometimes playing alone has its little perks too. I need to get my ass in gear and build up more of uh the funds that I had. I had over $7,000 in Phasmophobia where I kept winning my rounds that I was playing by myself. And I done it in case I started having a streak of losing and end up getting killed by the ghost. And I ended up um I ended up losing several times, and I'm surprised that out of everybody a couple times, me and Ghost Dog and Chief, I ended up being the only one alive. And part of it was I don't take a whole lot of chances. You have to be patient when working with toddlers. Also, yep, that's true. I did go, and I ended up going to school to try to be a teacher's aide, and it didn't work out too well. They just kept piling on the education. I was paying for my own education. I was working at the time full time, and I was also work going to school full time, and it didn't. It I didn't have enough energy. It is good to see you, Papa Bear and Herman the Great. Hello, it is so good to see you. I am doing okay. I did get what I needed to get out earlier in the stream, so if you missed it, you might want to check it out. Don't know if you want to because I know you see my stuff on Twitter. And what I've said on Twitter, it goes for every single platform. It's not just there. That's why I read out what I said on Twitter. And people can disagree with me. But I'm at that point where not on, not only do I not care because I've been hurt so much, I don't care anymore because I don't have time to care. I've got other things to focus on, and I'm not going to sit here and focus on the negative when there's more things that I can do to progress myself as a person in my spiritual walk with my own God and to get myself in a better place mentally. Always miss good shit. That's the same way with me, hun. I do the same thing at times. I happen to see a few times where people been having spats, and then I come in at the last minute and I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Oh, you gotta watch it back. Well, what the hell? I've done that before. I know what it's like. I'm a Head Start teacher. I know too well. Excuse me. Now was thanks to COVID. Yes. It sucks that COVID just threw not only a one in just like all aspects of life. Social media was initially a way to escape real life stuff for a little bit. Now it's gotten to where real life is a way to escape social media. And I seen that as a saying somewhere, but I can't remember where. And it's true. Social media has become the biggest stressor for a lot of people. Square of 10 for the burp. I love seeing people rant because I like raw emotion and people being real. Yes. And it's not that I'm attacking anybody. It's not that was calling out any names because I don't like doing that. That's not my style. If I had a choice of going to confront certain people, and I've been known to do that before, if I really have a problem with you and I care enough about you, I will go to you directly, privately, and not say anything out in the open. If somebody had a problem with me, they could have come to the people I had issues with in the past. They could have come talk to me. Instead, some of them decided to bring it out in the open. Some of them have just ghosted me that hasn't said nothing. And it's like, okay, what the hell did I do this time? You know? And I'm somehow always getting myself, I think I'm just too naive because I want to see the good in people. But I'm so naive. Like, I see the good and I see the potential, but then I see a lot of red flags. And so I get torn because I want to see the good in people so bad. And it hurts me when I feel like, I try to become friends with people and I try to become friends with everybody, not just one person, everybody. And it hurts when I feel like I've been wronged or somebody done something or chose to do something that I feel kind of slighted against. It doesn't mean that I'm trying to be shallow. It doesn't mean that I'm being insecure. It just happens that way for me. And it always has. And now I'm starting to put my foot down a little bit about it. And like I said, I am making some changes. Whether or not people like it, as long as I'm not hurting anybody, I don't see why it would be any of their business to like it or dislike it. And it's not my business to really know if they don't like it or like it. That's how I'm looking at it. And that's how I'm rolling with it. Being honest. And like my title says, love me or hate me. The people that have treated me like they hate me, yeah, go ahead, be annoyed. Go ahead and throw that thumbs down. Go ahead and do things that still support me. Go ahead and be ashamed of even saying hello in my chat. And like I said, guys, if you guys see anybody come in here and you guys know what it is, there's a difference between trolling, just a troll, and then people coming in if they want to say, if they have a problem with me. And I'm being honest and out and open with it. People can say what they want to. People are free to say even the negative comments, except for trolling. And you guys kind of know where I'm going with that. If I've done something to wrong you, please go ahead and say it in the chat or the comment section. And either I will address it or I will go to you directly, privately, and say something to you. I'm tired of people feeling like people hate me. I'm tired of feeling like I'm being slighted against. And sometimes I'm just being very sensitive about something. I don't mean to be, but I am. And can you blame somebody that's dealt with a lot of shit like me? So, yeah, if somebody has a problem with me, I don't mind you guys. And this only on this stream do I want to see if anybody's had problems with me. I've had somebody in the past say something on my YouTube channel in the past, and so they, I ended up hiding the comment, and I went to that person directly and talked to them personally, because sometimes it does take that to either reconcile or have an understanding to disagree, I guess. So, but enough with that crap. Was it raining the entire time you were gone, Mom?
No. It's sunny right now.
Woohoo, son! Get some vitamin D, y'all. But yeah, I will say this, and I don't mean any offense to anybody. I know people have been pushing and pushing and pushing for everybody to get the vaccine. I choose not to because I've seen even family members had some kind of reaction to that vaccine. I'm scared to take it, to be honest. And it's just because a family member had a reaction to it. Amongst other decisions. Now, I will say, I have family members that have took the vaccine and they're fine. Me, I'm just nervous about it because it could agitate what I already have. And I don't want to be in a position where I'm having to go to the hospital because I took the vaccine. And there has been people that done that, had to do that. I've done my research. I have seen it. And I've had people actually catch COVID, have had the vaccines in the hospital now. So I'm proud of the people that have made that choice to take the vaccine and they're fine. I'm proud of the people that are choosing not to have the vaccine because that's their choice. And I'm okay with it. Just don't give me the virus. I'm stuck in the house 24/7. I don't go anywhere. I don't interact with anybody. And for me, I want to hold off taking as much as I can. Exactly. And I've had people tell me how much of a dumbass I am for not taking the vaccine. And I said, well, only dumbasses are the ones that call other people dumbasses for making their own decisions. Just saying. But it's not up to me to tell people whether to get the vaccine or not. If I had my own regular doctor to go to, it would be something between me and that doctor, not everybody in the world. And really, I don't think it's everybody's business whether or not I've gotten it. But yet they want to have it on record that you've got, you know. Of course, we've had to also have records as a kid going into school, have we not, of different vaccines we've had to have.
Yeah, but that's different. They've been on the market for a long time before you got it. This one's just been out not even a year.
Yeah. So I think that's why there's a bunch of pushback.
Yeah.
And I agree. I was listening to what Lunatic Dad said last night, and I kind of agree with what he said. It's all about how they went about it was the wrong way. And to push people into it as quick as possible, that's what I don't like. And that's my opinion on that. It doesn't bother me if you have it or you don't have it. What bothers me is if you're having issues either way. If you're sick, you're sick. If it doesn't matter where it come from, you're sick. That's what bothers me. More than anything. It's not the issue of vaccine or no vaccine. Anti-asshole vaccine. I agree. But I will have to say, I tend to be an asshole too. So I don't mean to be, but I end up, but if I get pushed enough, I will be. Hmm. And you guys, if you guys have Steam or Epic Games or what else was it? It's called GOG.com. If you have any of those are all gaming platforms. The gaming platforms where you can download games either for free or you can pay for some of the games. Sometimes they give you sweet deals and they're free games there. Um, if you guys know of some free games that I don't have to pay for that you want me to try, by all means, send me the link to it and I will look at it and possibly download it and try those games out. Oh, I've also got Rogue Company. Rogue Company, I kind of like it, but in the same sense, I do not like it. I don't like the voice chatting, but it's a very if you're used to playing Fortnite, I think you would enjoy playing Rogue Company. It I can play it on Wi-Fi with hardly any problems. Sometimes I've gotten kicked out of there for no reason. And it was because of my internet decided to go wonky. Just those assholes just because they can be one. Yeah. Right. Remembrance is an interesting horror game. Yeah, I'll try to look it up and check it out. And if you can get if you can get me a link for it, because I looked today and I've got several games. One game was so easy for me, guys. It's called A Long Time, okay? And it's all about these clocks. And it's such a it's a one of those games that you just kind of go through the game like just walking and running and uh activating different platforms, but you jump the wrong way, your ass falls and falls for a while, and you're looking up and you see the whole level just disappearing off into the abyss. It's just really strange, but it was a really good game and it was pretty quick for me to play. And this game, it already got it's got one award. It said initially when they made it, it was took only 7 days to make, and they made a longer version, and it only took about 10 days for them to make it. But I got through that thing fast. I don't know how in the hell I done it. But I went through all of it, got all the achievements, no problem. So if you're into one of those platforming, trying to figure out what you're doing type games, it's called A Long Time. Very short game, but I think you guys that like the puzzles and the something that's just different, I think you guys would enjoy that. Um, any of the games that I play, I have not gotten used to. Um, let's see, I haven't really gotten used to it. But I need to start plugging the link for those games into my videos. So if you want to play, let's say, if you want to buy Bigfoot and you've got the money for it, you don't know where it's at on Steam, I'm going to start like plugging in like the link for the to the page for that game into my video descriptions, so it will be easier for you guys to find it. Now there are some that, like, some games I got on sale for free, like the Spectrum Retreat I had gotten for free, but it's worth $13. There is another game that I got off of GOG.com. It was free for me, but its value is $35. Brandon the Pinocchio, hello, it is good to see you. But yeah, guys, I was trying to figure out what you're doing games. Um, would that be like life? Yeah, those kind of games where you're just like, what the hell are you supposed to do here? Yeah, those kind of games kind of get me tripped up all the time. But yeah, I figured I'd go on. I was able to say my piece. I hope that people understand how I feel and not get offended by it. And if they got offended, so sorry. Couldn't find that game anymore, but here's the link that suggests best for free games on Steam. Oh, that is cool. I'm going to go ahead and click on that link and have it at the ready for when I get done with my stream. Hmm. Those are look like some good games. I will look at them later, and um I will download a couple of them, and I will do a gameplay of those and let you guys see for yourself whether or not you want to get those games. So I will be doing some paranormal at some point when I got enough energy up and I can focus and not feel like I have to be distracted. um, I'll do some paranormal stuff and see how things turn out and see, because I know that there's people have said that they've heard things on my streams and it was not me. And I've had Ghost Dog up on the panel and it was not him. It was kind of strange. And I have yet to go through my streams and figure out what it was. Yes, having a Steam account is 100% free. You do not have to buy anything necessarily. Um, you can buy games. It can be a pain. You just gotta figure out how to get to the free games. Hey, Hen Kid, it's good to see you. And yeah, I'm, like I said, I'm still going to be around. I just don't know. I may end up pulling back a little bit. And if you guys notice that, just understand it's probably me taking time for myself and not like I'm not going to disappear off the face of social media. I'm not going to disappear. I'm still going to be around. So, hoping that everybody has a great day. There's 10 people up in the house. Good Lord. Hello, 10 people. I'm very happy that you guys are here. Who would have thought trail mix would help me recover from a seizure? Well, it's got sugar in it, it's got salt in it, and it's got protein in it, and it's got stuff to help you try to balance out some of your levels. And it would help. I'm glad it did help you. I love you too, Hen Kid. And for everybody that don't know, I've known Hen Kid for a while, at least 3 years that I've been on, almost 4 years since I've been on social media. So yeah, there's a lot of people I've known for a long time, and you guys, also, I'm working on a video project, and in this video project, I started with Twitter, and I was asking people, how did you meet me? Excuse you, drama queen. And she starts growing.
It's time to eat.
Oh, she's hungry. So if you guys want to answer that question on Twitter, I do have it in my profile. I may pin it. I don't know. It depends on it. To me, it depends on a lot of things. I may pin it up for a little bit, or I may just retweet it. And I do want to ask you guys. I do want to make a couple of announcements. What the Paranormal is trying to help my best friend Jen and her husband Eddie. She started a GoFundMe to try to help raise some funds in order to help Jen and Eddie move. So if anybody would like to, I know that one is pinned. You're more than welcome to go check it out. If you can donate, that's cool. If you can't, share it out, guys. The more that it's shared out, the more likely that they will be able to get the funds they need to be able to move. Where they live at is not the safest. And to be honest, I'm kind of concerned myself. Also, there is another tweet that I have out, and it was something that Ghost Dog is selling. He is selling a GoPro with some accessories. It has only been used a couple of times. It is he says it's a must-sell item. And if you are interested in buying said GoPro Hero 8, with those accessories, like I said, barely been used. Only a couple times has it been used. Feel free to DM him. If you do not have him on Twitter and you want to get that and you're serious about getting it, you can DM me as well. And I will do my best to get you into contact with Ghost Dog so you guys can talk about it and try to get all that situated. Cannot spell the day, sorry. I've had those days being kid. My phone has done autocorrect on words that I've spelled correctly, but it wanted to go to another word, and it's so funny when it does that. So I feel your pain. So yeah, if you guys are interested in any of that, let me know. If you can't find it, you can also DM me on Twitter at Fallen Angel 8504. And I will do what I can to help you to those links. I mean, right now I can't get to them very well because my internet wants to act up. But I'll be more than happy to help you guys out if need. I hate autocorrupt. Yeah, autocorrect is too good for it's so wrong for its own good. Who was Mr. T's rival? Mr. Coffee. But with that being said, like I said, these are going to be some changes, and all of them are going to be more positive changes. I am going to be going back to my original focus on all my social media and just doing what I love to do. And when it comes to the bullshit, and I promise you, when it comes to the bullshit, it's going to get gone quick. Whether it be I just ignore it, ignore that person, block them, which can start other drama. I've done figured that out. Or talk to the person privately and actually sit down and talk to them and not get into a big old fight. So, Patrick Mayer, hello, it is good to see you. But yeah, I was gonna jump off, but yeah, I just, like I said, there's gonna be some changes. People are gonna love me or hate me. I do want to say on Twitter, and I'm not saying this to, again, not saying this to brag. I'm surprised and excited that there's over 5,800 people that are on there that follow me. Not all of them interact with me. I know that. There's only so many limits to what you can do in one day. I know that for a fact. I follow a lot of people. I don't see everybody's stuff on my Twitter feed. But I have downsized how many people I'm actually following on Twitter myself. Anybody that I initially followed, that I haven't seen anything from in a while and they haven't really been active, it's almost like they dropped off, or I just feel like I don't jive with that person enough, I guess, to really put forth that effort at this moment. I did unfollow. It has nothing to do with the people. It has nothing to do with drama and all that crap. It's just me trying to been here lurking. There's my other lurker. I love lurkers. The only thing that I do not want to see in a lurker is they're lurking to find fish for information, to turn around, twist the narrative on me, and use it against me. That's what I don't like about some lurkers. And I know people that have done that, and it's not cool. I don't have Twitter. Well, I think I got you on Facebook, Patrick. So if you guys, if you don't have Twitter, you might have me on Facebook. I will not say my name on my stream, but if you follow me on Facebook and you need information about like needing to help somebody out or any of that, I will be more than happy to send the links to you so you can check it out for yourself. I've dropped for a bit because my phones are broke on my laptop. That sucks. I am so sorry that your phones are broke. Thank God Patrick has no Twitter. I think Patrick would get his ass in trouble on Twitter, to be honest. And he's missed out on a lot of stuff. And I'm thankful that he hasn't had to see that. I learned to watch for trolls. I don't mind that a bit. That's cool. But there are people that will do that. They will. Not that everybody does it as a lurker. Not everybody has the same goal as a lurker. And I do appreciate all the support. But it's those that want to try to take things out of context, to twist the narrative, to use as ammo for their own stuff. Yeah, that kind of thing I don't like. I don't. And yes, keep praying for Ghost Dog because he is still very sick. Don't tell Southern Coffee. Her name is Southern Coffee Queen. Don't tell Fallen Angel I gave her a secret way. Hey Pat, I'm a troll, so you caught me. So retire. Chief. But I love everybody. I love being friends with people. Even if it's just acquaintance that like you don't have to talk to me every day. But just being friends and being able to have a conversation every once in a while, reach out and, you know, every once in a while just to say hello and at some point catch up. Spank me, I'm in trouble. You would like that too much, Chief. All joking aside, prayers up for Ghost Dog. Yes, he's having it rough. He has a headache and just achy. You know how when you get sick, you start feeling bad. You know you got that ache of, oh shit, I'm fixing to get sick. He's had that, and it just keeps getting worse. And I think people in Colleen's house are starting to feel the same way. So definitely pray for Ghost Dog. Pray for Colleen's house that whatever being the sick, whatever the sickness is, will go away quickly because I want Ghost Dog to be back to his sarcastic, smart ass self. Wolf and Hound, hello. It's good to see you. And welcome back, Colleen. Thank you for being here. But yeah, I've just, like I said before, I had to get that stuff off my chest. I wanted to let you guys know there is going to be some changes. I do want to get a lot of live streaming done before my Zoom runs out, and I think it's in February, January, February, it runs out. I have this for a whole entire year. And so, yeah, I don't think it's COVID. You guys have been fighting some sicknesses here and there, but it's never been COVID that I could tell based on y'all's symptoms. But it's very similar to everything else that's been going around too. That's cool, Patrick. But definitely needed to get that stuff off my chest. Things are going to change. I'm just not sure how much. A lot of me ranting and venting about things is going to be hardly exist any. I'm not saying I'm going to completely stop it because I am human. I know I'm going to make mistakes and I'm going to have my ass handed to me at some point. I am human. I do make mistakes. I've never said I ever said I was perfect. But when somebody does something to me, sometimes I do call it out. No biggie. It just makes people pissed off at me. But I want to get back to where I was at before I started getting stressed, before all these changes started happening that I couldn't help and I couldn't process. I want to be better than I have been in a very long time. I've been depressed. I've had a lot of anxiety. I've been stressed the fuck out because of the way people have done me in the past. And I've never really gotten a chance to sit down and forgive and just not completely forget about it, but forget about it enough that it doesn't bother me anymore. Because people that are going to be like that to me shouldn't matter and shouldn't have any space in my life to make me so upset. If the vax has a microchip in it, some say if I get lost, they can come help me. Patrick. It is good to see you, Wolf and Hound. It's been a little bit. I know I haven't really streamed like I wanted to, but it's you okay?
One of those days.
I will have to pick on my mom just a second. I'm sitting here talking. You guys probably heard something in the background. I think my mom stubbed her toe again. Probably not too bad, but she's like, oh. I'm laughing because she has a tendency. She is accident prone, okay? I could tell you stories about what's happened to my poor mama. And I'm sitting here chuckling about it now. It was not funny when it freaking happened, though. So don't mind her. If she was really in a lot of pain, she'd start yelling. But anyway, everything's been going good over here. So far, we're healthy and getting happier here. Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. Does she need a tow truck? Dad,
What?
I dare you to go up to Mom and ask her, does she need a tow truck? Because she stubbed her foot, towed something. A tow truck? TOE?
Yeah, I get it. I'll look at you first, all right?
That's fine. If I get shut off, though, I get shut off. Yeah, Dad's going to get on the computer, so I don't know how long this is going to last. Mom really didn't have nothing to say about the tow truck comment. I think she kind of chuckled at it, though. But yeah, I'm going to be changing things up a little bit. I am going to be more joking around. Some people might not take what I say as jokes. But if you know anything about me and Chief and Ghost Dog, the way we talk to each other sometimes, and it can get a little rough. Yeah, I'm kind of like that. I'm such a smart ass about stuff. Did you need a tow truck, Mama? Mama, did you need a tow truck? A tow truck.
Oh, my sock got caught, in that thing at the oil field.
Mm-hmm.
It's bent. My sock got caught in it.
Oh, your sock got caught.
I
Uh-oh.
always say ow when something goes wrong. What?
What did the cat say when it stubbed its toe? Meow.
What?
No, we're too funny. So that owl that you heard was not that she got hurt, but she got something. She had socks on and she got the sock caught on something. She says ow as a way to anticipate the pain that she may endure when she does something. And I'm sorry I'm laughing. Y'all probably can't understand the word I'm saying. So she anticipated that she was going to get hurt, but she didn't. But yeah. And, and I know people are having a hard time with things, especially lately, financial wise and some other issues. And it's just gotten to the point where you guys just do what you can. If you need help, if you need some help and you're trying to get, let's say, help for groceries or bills or something, and you need help, and you've got PayPal set up or a GoFundMe set up, just DM me the links that you've got and explain your situation. I'm going to look at it. Now, I tend to screen my shit before I ever put it out. Whatever comes to me, people asking me for help, I tend to screen that before I put it out on my Twitter to make sure it's legit. If it's not legit, or I feel like there's something off about the situation, I do my best not to put it out. Only because I don't want my followers getting scammed, and I sure as hell don't want to look like a fool. She got those pre-pain feelings, yes. Yes, she got the pre-pain feelings. So if I lose you guys, I'm sorry. I'm drinking Coca-Cola and it makes me burp more. Oh, one got trapped in my esophagus. Ooh, that's burning. Damn. My feet are numb, but still say ouch when they bring up on something. I know, right? I know with my mom, she anticipates the pain. No matter if it's painful or not, she anticipates it.
Yeah.
So I can't believe I've been on here, what, 2 hours? Really? Damn.
So,
Zoe's chewing on her food dish. John McQueen done been outside. And now she's after the bowl like she's trying to eat the bowl up. But she's had enough food. She actually is a little bit bigger than what she's supposed to be. And so we've been kind of limiting a little bit of her food. And she's not taking to that too well.
those are your snacks.
Let your mom burp in her purse, free gas money. Free gas money. Burp. Mom's like, what is, huh? I think she found something moving. And my poor dog, she can't see worth a darn. She can see certain things, but she's not,
Close.
she can see very close up. She cannot see that far away. She might see shadows though. But that's about it. But the person that said it's like, I love confusing people. I get confused very easily. But that's why Ghost Dog laughs at me. He'll say something in such a roundabout way to me. My mind is not going that same route he's going. And so I'm like, wait a minute, what? And he'll start laughing his ass off at me. Always has. And the thing is, and my biggest thing is, as far as making fun of yourself, you've got to be able to make fun of yourself every once in a while. It doesn't have to be all the time, but you got to make fun of yourself at some point. Can't be too. And a lot of people say I'm too serious. Well, I'm starting to come out of my shell a little bit. I want to be able to be more funnier. I know I've been funny. My little one line comments here and there. But some people take it like I'm being too serious. And just like with Ken, he's like, I'm so sorry. No, I'm not taking it like that. Now, there are people saying stuff just to try to be mean. There's a difference between friends poking fun at each other and somebody just downright using it to be mean. I had a friend who had early Parkinson's disease. He could not walk worth shit. Like, he couldn't keep his balance, but he can balance himself out enough. He will catch himself before he ever falls. I would have to say he used to, because he passed away. But I always called him, as soon as he would start that, he would start acting like he's about to fall over, and then he catches himself and he gets stand straight up. I would always say, weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. And that was kind of like mine and his inside joke. Like, weebles were these toys that had these round bottoms to them. You could flick it and it would act like it would fall over, but it would bounce right back up. That's what he reminded me of. So that was kind of our inside joke for the longest time. But if anybody else said that to him and they were laughing at him, it all depends on the attitude. If they were laughing at him, boy, I was on them. I was on them like that. Omar's chicken he used to have, Sasquatch. I would be like Sasquatch right on top of somebody, just coming after them. That's how I would be for any of my friends if they were getting made fun of that way. Think of a picture of Dory from Finding Nemo next to a pair of toes. Doritos. So, like, you got, that's one thing, like, my dad, in a way, taught me, even though, like, it doesn't bother me if people make fun of my eyes, and they're making fun to be mean. It doesn't bother me nearly as bad as me watching somebody else get made fun of. It bothers me to death, but you know what? I can at least say I can laugh at myself. There's been times that I'll go to catch something. I have no depth perception because of my eye condition. So I can't throw shit at all. I could throw paper towels. I could throw a basketball. I could throw anything. But when I get mad at somebody, I don't know how I do it. I nail them, not in a way. I hit them in an unexpected way, usually right in the face. I don't mean the face, but I still get it. It's funny when that happens. They're like, "Damn, you must be pissed off." Yes, I'm pissed off. They weeble and they wobble, but they don't fall down. Yep. And Patrick, I suggest you go look at my short here. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find my short. Videos. I know people say they haven't noticed them. Put on the whole body armor of God. Yes. And Patrick, I suggest you go look at this video as soon as possible and then get back to the string. I am Dorito now. Yes. My strabismus is very noticeable. People that are newer to looking at me always get drawn to how my eyes are. I've had people say something about my eyes. They said there was one person on there said I was looking at two different cameras. I was like, no, I got an eye condition, but I appreciate the comment. And I do, I know a lot of people notice it. And I know some people are scared to even come up to me and ask me what this is about. Is that the short video you just put up recently? Yes, it's with the music. Yeah, I cannot listen to surround sound music like that because I believe every single person does this. It's almost like because your eyes are already straight, you can see through both eyes at the same time, focus with both. It doesn't bother people, but people like me, where you're focusing in on whatever side that music comes out of, that's where my focus is bouncing back and forth. So I can't really listen to surround sound that well without getting headaches because I'm bouncing back and forth so much. And it's not that I'm complaining either. It was meant to be funny. It really was, I swear. Trying to think. Oh, don't even get me started on 3D art. Those 90s 3D art things with the blue and red glasses. Yeah, I can't see. I can't see anything in them. Yes, I seen that video. Yeah, that was me more or less trying to make sort of a joke, but it was actually kind of serious. Not a big deal. If you had a tail, I might look at you weird. Now there are people that have that condition where they kind of do have a tail. But you wouldn't be able to see it unless you um yeah. Gonna relax for a while. Have a great night. Have a great night too, Joshua. Hope you feel better. Don't make fun of yourself. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a TikTok video at some point, and it's gonna be a lot of me making fun of myself. I don't know how well it's gonna be took, but I'm gonna be making fun of myself. Like I don't care what people say when it comes to my eyes or if I'm fat, blah blah blah. I don't care. I've had people call me retarded because of my eyes. I've had teachers initially when they first met me, my mom could tell you they treated me like I was kind of stupid. Did they not, Mom? Till they got to know me. Then they realized, and hopefully it taught some of those people that treated me like that. I hope it taught them lessons not to judge by what you see on the outside. I mean, a long 3 foot bushy tail. Yeah, I would have some questions about that one. I don't remember what teachers, but I remember there was at least one teacher that I know of. I think always gave me and my sister a hard time. Kind of treated me like I was that way. Didn't she? You know who I'm talking about?
Not really. It's been so long ago.
Yeah, I gotta go have dinner soon. See you later on this week. Oh, no problem, Florida. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. But yeah, anybody want to help out in sharing out the GoFundMe and the advertisement I've got up for helping Ghost Dog. The GoFundMe is for Jen and Eddie. It was made by What the Paranormal. They're trying to help Eddie and Jen in order to move. Ghost Dog, I believe it is time for his rent to be due soon, and he is looking to sell a camera. So if you guys are interested in buying it, let me know. Let Ghost Dog know, and we will get together. One of us will get together with you and give you information as far as where to send it. Send funds and all that stuff. So just be in contact with us. It's a GoPro Hero 8. Been used only once or twice. 22 likes, not bad. I appreciate that, Patrick. Yes, I did not realize it was that many that have come through. And like I said, lurkers are welcome. But lurkers that have bad intentions to try to twist my words, I would rather you go somewhere else. I had a friend like that, and I used to joke with her about staring at me in both directions. She would laugh at me for it. But yeah, I learned a long time ago, and I think I've taught a few people a long time ago, don't ever judge somebody by the way they look. Because for me, I'm a lot smarter than most people thought initially. It has surprised the hell out of them when they realized that I was basically normal. Just because my eyes do something doesn't mean anything. I'm not that stupid. And yes, I can be stupid, but not stupid. Not stupid anyway. And it's good to see you, Becky. Very good to see you. And yes, I hope I do not offend anybody. Again, if I have done anything to offend anybody or I've done somebody wrong, you can type it in the chat or type it in the comments if you're able to. Even if you're coming back to watch the initial video or the stream, I ask that because I'm the type of person, I don't want things to be left I tend to be the type because I've learned a long time ago, if you don't um resolve something, or at least, come to some kind of agreement, like agree to disagree type shit. If I did do something wrong and something happened to the other person, I will forever be kicking myself for hurting somebody else. I've always been that way. That's how kind of sensitive I am. And that's just the way I am. And that's why, like, I'm saying, like, right now, I'm way open. If you have a problem with me, go ahead and put it in there. My moderators already know. Do not delete the comments if I've done something wrong or you felt like I've done something wrong to you, to go ahead and say it in the chat or in the comments after the stream is done. You're more than welcome to. Moderators cannot delete. I'm asking, do not delete those. People that are trolling, that are blatantly just totally degrading, you guys have full permission to delete, time out, whatever you got to do. Well, you used to help Ghost Dog set up his live streams and panels on YouTube. He didn't know how to do it, remember? Yes. Yes, I remember. Several times I ended up being the one stationed to where he could do a live stream because he couldn't do it straight off of his phone. Donna, hello. But yeah, I know this sounds bad. This is going to sound bad, but you guys that have been here the entire time, I greatly appreciate it, and I thank you guys. But you guys understand, I'm going to be not cutting back forever, but cutting back on doing a lot of sharing and supporting, even though I do that all the time anyway. No baseball bat to um but I'm gonna be pulling back some, and it's gonna be I'm gonna be focusing more on my channels, refocusing what my platforms are initially meant for. And the chatting, I've always loved to chat and connect with you guys. Always, always, always. So hell, I don't even have a picture up. And you guys are still coming in, and there's like 21 likes. I might have a dislike. I don't really give a shit. It's still an interaction. It's still showing support. So I'm at work, but listen, I appreciate that, Donna. Base yourself calming. But I do appreciate everybody. I really do. And I appreciate the people that have come into my life and the ones that disappeared because I've learned lessons from them. I've learned a lot of lessons in the last 3 years that even though I may have at some point learned that in school, it just hit more home in a way with me the last 3 years. There's a lot of lessons that I've learned during my time on social media. You've been lurking. I said, hey, yes, you did, Papa Bear. Welcome back. I got your back, lady. I appreciate it. And like I said, everybody's going to have haters. And everybody's going to have something that somebody does not like about them or how they act or react or whatever. How I talk. Some people hate how I talk. I don't give a damn. I don't. My dad gets pissed off when I start cussing. Every single time you'll hear him say my name, and I'm like, what? Sometimes something will slip out of my mouth. Some words will slip out of my mouth that he doesn't like. And that's okay. That's his opinion.
Oh, you're starting to smell.
Thank you. I don't think everybody wanted to hear that, Mom.
No.
Yeah, our dog has like a non-cancerous like
You.
tumors that are in her ear, and she gets her little happy butt scratching at them, and it opens them up. She's supposed to have surgery. We weren't able to get her the surgery that she needed at the time because she didn't have we didn't have a vehicle that was running. Don't growl at me. Hey, Carol, it's good to see you. I find the way you talk relaxing. I will just listen without chatting sometimes. That's cool. Now there are sometimes like I get in that when I get mad, I get in a higher pitch, and it's like an irritating squawk. I know that. But it's great to see you, Carol. I do appreciate you being here. And yes, I've been on for a while, but I'm still gonna keep going. So far, so good. Not having much of a problem with the internet right at the moment.
Did you remember Chicago night,
No God.
8 o'clock?
Meh. Hell, this is the first time in a while that I've done a couple hour streams, so I'm just gonna sit back, relax, and chill with you guys. Hope you're doing well, Carol. Oh, I don't blame you a bit, Carol. I would be too. To hell with social media. I would be hanging out with my babies. I have been missing you too, Carol. I've been missing everybody. Like it's like You got that right, Drama Queen. Drama Queen's cooing and growling and just acting a fool. When I say she's cooing, she kind of she's growling. She kind of at people when she wants something. You look at me when I said that. What the hell? I ain't got nothing for you. She's expecting you to talk too, Mom. But yeah, like I was saying on Twitter, I'm taking a stand. Today is going to be open for anybody to come in and say something. If you cannot say anything in the chat, you can DM me and we can sit down and talk about it. If I've done you wrong, I am sorry. But I would really like to have a conversation about it. I got a kitten in the Coldham Binks. Oh, that's cool, Carol. That is so cool. But yeah, I am refocusing my channel back to where it originally was supposed to be. Not only am I going to be doing shout outs, dog, will you quit that? I swear. Don't make me get that frying pan after you. She looked at me weird. Oh. Now I'm drinking Coca-Cola, cherry flavor. And it makes me want to burp more than any other soda ever. So I apologize if you hear me burping. Just excuse me. My mom loves orange cats. Mom, one of my friends has got an orange kitten named Binks. There goes Mom with the cheese wrapper. And the dog's just staring at her like, gimme, gimme, gimme. I have 2 cats now. Oh, that's cool, Patrick. And Chief, how is your kitten doing? I know you have one. Have one. But that's cool. I love cats. Cats don't normally like me for some reason. She just gobbled it up in 2 seconds like it wasn't nothing. And expects to give her more. What the hell?
That's it.
Only have 1 kitten now. Oh. How's that kitten doing? Chief? I love cats. They just don't like me too well. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I irritate the hell out of them.
Like cats and dogs.
She's a res cat. You do the math. Your cat's named after the Star Wars character Jar Jar Binks. Cats can be assholes. Yes, they can be. Oh. We used to have inside cats. And I'm kind of glad we're taking a break from having cats in the house. No, from Hocus Pocus. Oh, yeah. Uber. Hello. How are you? Oh, and by the way, guys, if you guys have seen the whole Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie in the news about Gabby, Uber Goober has been doing a lot of streams talking about what's on the news, also how she feels, what she's been seeing, what the evidence is, and going as much on what is being presented to us through the news. Definitely check it out. Here lately she has been not only on D Live, which is her main streaming platform, she has been doing some streams on YouTube as well. Me personally, my internet situation, D Live is giving me trouble watching it on D Live. So I'm very appreciative that she is streaming it also on YouTube because I can watch it then. It is very, very sad, that whole situation. Very sad story. As far as I know, from what I've been trying to look at the news, and there's all sorts of theories flying around. Until some more evidence has been brought out, what the FBI and the police know, I wish it would calm down with all the theories. There's one theory that he's gone. There's one theory that he's completely on the run. There's evidence to support one side. There's evidence to support something else. It's just like crazy, and it's hard to make sense of it. And Uber does try her best to kind of help um, bring a lot of the evidence back and show you kind of where some of these theories are coming from and what she believes is happening and what they've presented on the news. Boomer D, hello. They just debunked that. Oh, good. Chief. It is so good to see you, Boomer. I'm glad you are here. I'm glad everybody's here. I've been talking. I have said some things on Twitter, and I did explain a lot of it in the beginning. Now, there are people that are going to be pissed off at me. I'm sorry. But it is still my take on the situations that I've been put in. And yeah, I mean, the way I look at it, I am forgiving everybody that has done me wrong. Doesn't mean I'm going to forget it, but I forgive them. I want to move on. I want to be able to be myself. I'm not going to walk on eggshells for nobody. And I'm refocusing my streaming and videos back to what it originally was meant to be. They will find them, but they're a lot pissed. Why? Some people are going to get pissed off because they think they're going to take what I say the wrong way. In my whole entire history, I've had a lot of stuff that I've said be twisted around in such a way that, like, it was never meant that way. So, yeah. But I'm trying to do what's best for me. I'm still going to be supportive of everybody. I'm still going to do what I can. I may pull back a little bit, but just know it is me working on myself because I feel kind of worn thin. You know what I always say? If they can't take a joke, yes. Yes, I get it. And for you guys, some people took it the wrong way when I put out my YouTube short video yesterday. It was meant to be a joke, but it's not really a joke, but it is a joke. Um, it's the shorter version of what I initially put on TikTok. And for those of you that have seen TikTok and YouTube, it's the same thing. It's just very short version of it on YouTube. Exactly, Story Dory. Having a glass of wine, yes. And people are like, not getting it. And I'm like, it was more or less being making fun of my eyes. Okay. So and I said something about it, and I know the difference between somebody joking around most of the time versus somebody doing it to be mean. And I hate it when people are trying to be mean. I ignore it, but I think that video was funny, but some people are like, "What are you trying to do? You look so stupid doing that." Do I care? Hell no. Just want to go with egg salad, as that's what I have. Ooh, I love some egg salad, but I don't know how well it would go with mine. Chief. But yeah, I'm basically, I just, biggest thing I learned on social media is I'm learning to have a voice, to be able to come up and do my best to explain things. One goes with everything. So just not like the Zinfandel with egg salad. Ooh, yum. And this is me having a voice, and I didn't want anybody to be left in the dark as I'm starting to change things over to the way I want to do them. But I'm just going to say it, there's no more walking on eggshells. There's no more me feeling torn, and I shouldn't have to feel that way around anybody. And if I have to feel that way around anybody, um, I will say something behind the scenes. It's not going to be put out on the stream. Pass the ball, please. I'm drinking Coca-Cola. I'm going to be burping like crazy. I do apologize ahead of time. I've already burped a couple times on here. But you guys know I don't drink a whole lot. But when I do, I can get a little crazy. I might do something very similar to what Davros does, but I'm going to be doing more chit chatting than anything. One night, I might decide to settle down and have a few shots. You might eat just about anything. Yeah. I just burped with Pepsi. Pepsi doesn't make me burp that much. Coca-Cola, I will only really drink like cherry Coca-Cola or the cherry vanilla flavored Coca-Cola. But they make me burp so much. No, Boomer, the bottom line chair. But like I said, I am gonna be standing up for myself more. But I'm gonna be doing it in a better way than I have. Whether it's I'm gonna be a real smart ass and not in a mean way, or I'll go behind if it's something that really ticks me off, I'll rather go behind the scenes and say something. Don't want to call out people, don't want to call out any names. That is something that I really, really don't like. I've cooked with wine with steak before, but never with pork chops. And I have to try that. So but I enjoy this. I enjoy hanging out with you guys, getting a chance to connect and just chill. And like I said, no more eggshells. I'll say what's on my mind and I will say it as nice as I can. If it's something bad, I'm not gonna say it at all. So but I appreciate every single one of you guys and the support you guys give. Those that have seen my Twitter and was not here in the beginning when I explained it all. I'd say go check out my post from about 3 or 4 days ago. It basically explains a lot of what I said in the beginning. All right, hen kid. Much love to you. Hell, ain't nobody passed me nothing up this way. It's always fun being with you, Colin. I appreciate that, Colin. I know Ghost Dog said he wasn't feeling good. He said he watched some of it, but he had a headache and wasn't feeling too great. So much love to him. Hope he starts feeling better soon. And much love to you, Hen Kid. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you being here and hanging out with us. Damn. But yeah, be on the lookout in the next few days. I'm gonna be doing some different gaming videos, stuff that I've downloaded today and in the middle of working on. Hopefully it'll be cool. I'm also going to be working on maybe doing a couple paranormal videos. Now, with these paranormal videos, I'm going to be doing a video of me on the what they call the SLS Ghost 2 on one side, and the other side will be my GoPro. I'm going to be having both of them um recording at the same time. I will be doing a spirit box session. I will be using my EMF detector. And one thing I want to see if this is going to work is if there is anything that comes around me. If the SLS camera picks it up. And if it doesn't pick it up, it's just going to be a straight normal video. But because it's been storming, and now that it's getting a little cooler, I plan on actually doing these paranormal videos outside, just hanging out and doing these doing the paranormal again. As you guys know, I do have the equipment to investigate. I hadn't really been able to do much investigating. I did do some while I was out of the state. I have done some investigations, not a whole lot. Mainly at cemeteries. I did do a couple of investigations up in West Virginia inside the home that I was staying at. So those are going to be something that I hope you guys look forward to. I'm going to do those investigations from the past as videos. It's going to be like a throwback to that. So you guys be looking out for some paranormal videos, maybe. Hoping that you guys enjoy those as well. I know I've been enjoying going back through with some of them and checking them out, seeing what happened. I know on the few that was on DLive is already gone off of DLive, but I screen recorded them, and of course I had to screen record them at a lower quality, so you guys may not see them as well as you probably are used to. So we shall see. We definitely shall see. But that's pretty much what is coming up. I've been editing, I've been working on videos and trying to upload. Like I said, I don't know when this internet's going to decide it's going to go kaput. So I have been uploading ahead of time and keeping them private and waiting to set them as premiere as I see maybe, oh, there's nothing to do tonight. I'm going to just go ahead and make this a premiere. Something like that. If I try to schedule it, sometimes I run into overlapping over somebody else's streams, and I don't want to do that, you guys. Like when it comes to streaming, I don't want to step on other people's streams, especially the ones that are close to me. I truly believe that about respect. Like I know some people don't care, but I consider it respectful for me personally not to stream while somebody else is streaming. Especially people that I'm closer to, if I can help it. Now, if it's something that I've already scheduled, then it's a different story. If I've scheduled this way ahead of time and somebody jumps in and does a stream, then I'm kind of set up for, am I going to not stream to support this other person, or should I stream regardless of what they've already started doing? So I'm going to ask you guys, what would you do? Sorry about that. But anyway, that's how I feel. It doesn't mean that you guys got to feel that same way, but that's just me personally. Um, so I do my best not to run on top of other people's streaming. And it gets kind of hard because sometimes you just never know when somebody's streaming or not. And sometimes I don't get the notifications if they are streaming. So a lot of times I do rely on Twitter to alert me on my feed if somebody's live or if somebody's gonna go live. Ouch. My legs have been giving me trouble. I don't really do a whole lot of exercise, which I need to get back into. Um, the outer part of my upper left leg has started like giving me trouble. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like a pain. Like I've stretched it out a lot, and then when I go to move anyway, it starts hurting really bad, and I don't know why. It's just really strange to me. But I hope everybody has a great day. I think I'm going to wrap it up. You guys, please take care. Thank you all for being here. It means so much to me that you guys have been here. And just be safe out there and always remember you never know what's out there till you spread your wings and fly.